Hello, everybody. How y'all doing today? Welcome to Kandid Konversations with your girl, Kyra. How y'all doing today? Hi, Robert. Hi, Dorian. How y'all doing? Um, Today, Jay is not available, so we're gonna have to just roll without Jay today. But we do have our lovely guest co-host,
Lovely.
the Great Deacon.
Lovely? That's what we doing.
I said
Yeah, you
lovely.
said
I'm,
lovely.
my bad, the Great Deacon. I'm so sorry. My bad.
How y'all doing out there? It's a lovely evening.
No, it's not, but yes, it is. So, hey, Ivory, how y'all doing? How was y'all day today? Okay, Robert. Well, let's just get right into the topic. Today's topic is it still okay to have sex on the first date? And so we all know that there is a stigma behind having sex on the first date. So yes, it is. It's very hot, Dorian. Oh, Ivy, thank you for asking me. My day was very, very good. Thank you so very much for asking. But all right, so we all know that the stigma about going when you're going on a first date and you have sex on the first date, you are considered what many want to say a hoe. But I personally don't think that that's correct because everyone looks at the woman and not the woman and the man who both are engaging in the same activity on the same day on the same date. So, does the stigma still exist? I don't know because I don't have sex on the first date, so I don't have it.
You lucky. They lucky to even get on the first date. Period. So.
But what? What, Derek? I'm gonna take that again.
Oh God. Like they lucky they got on their first
So
date.
if
Period.
you
Let alone then they gonna get some cheeks.
saying, have you ever had sex on the first date?
Yes, I have.
Yes, you are. And so, what was your feeling? Like, did
I don't think.
did you call homegirl the next day?
Yeah, of course. I don't. I think we're in a day and age where that stigma has long gone. We are in a time now where it is pretty much not worrying about or not giving a heck about what people think or how people feel. It's all about self gratification and how you feel. So if at the end of the day you feel like, hey, I wanted to smash, then that's the end of it. Go on and smash. Life is too short. People walking outside getting hit by cars. They ain't got time to be worrying about what people think of you because you want to have sex.
I'm just saying, do you lose any respect for that female
No,
because
I
she
have
has
more
sex with
respect
you
for the
on the first
female.
night? She barely even, yeah, barely
Well,
even.
obviously, like females are a lot harder to even get on a date in the first place nowadays. So, um, I'm pretty sure you put in the time to even get that date because females not just jumping out like, hey, yeah. Especially right now, this COVID. If you get a date on COVID, you might as well start smashing because y'all already risking your lives to go out and spend time with each other. So, you darn near close to love right now.
That is true. That is true. So, our viewers that are watching, how do y'all feel about having sex on the first date? I mean, at the end of the day, everybody is
Right.
grown, and let me know y'all feelings about. You know, everybody's grown. If that's what you decide to do on the first date, that's your business.
Right. And who am I to judge you? Because you helped me.
You should be judging if you are the one interacting with it too. You can't really
Right,
judge.
that's what I'm saying. Exactly.
But what I'm saying, the golden question is: does the girl get the call
of
the
course
next
you're gonna
day,
get the call the next
or
day.
this depends on if the sex was
If
good
it
or
was
not?
good, if it was good, you get the call the next day. You get the call for 3 days. Hey, girl, just want to know when the next time this can go down. Hey, do we have to go out to dinner? Can we just skip past all the formalities and get to the part of the show we all came for?
Let's just get down with it. All right. So Ivy says that she doesn't see a problem.
Good job,
with
Ivy.
It. Kendra says I'm grown, and if it happens, it happens.
Okay, but here's my question. Ladies, is it wrong? Is it wrong, or are you feeling some type of way if the guy on the first date brings you to the hotel or suggests y'all going to a hotel or suggests like you going back to his house or he going to your house? Like, how does that play out?
No, we're not doing that. Because you just automatically think you're getting butt on the first date, and that's
So
just not happening.
So it shouldn't be insinuated or moved upon. It's just something that just happened. Because how can it just happen? Somebody got to make a move.
If it happens, it happens. But you're not gonna come and tell me that we hitting the hotel and you don't even know me. I don't even know your last name yet.
Wait,
like,
so
no,
we on a date and we having a good time. I'm looking at you with all the lust in my eyes. I see you biting your bottom lip with all the lust in your eyes. We driving by a hotel. I'm like, hey, do you want to stop? That's a no-no?
No, that's different. That's not what you said.
That's what I said. I said, do you insinuate or do you pull up? Because some guys don't know. Like,
hook up with the hotel kid. Like, no, you do not.
But if I feel like we vibing, and I feel like you got lust in your spirit. It's just been sizzling. I smell it cooking. Like, I smell your perfume, but I smell the underlinement of lust. Right? So now I'm like, let me give this woman what she wants because I can smell it. Are you upset because I did that, or are you cool with it because I read your mind?
Ask me. Because you might be reading the wrong thing.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. How does he ask you? Because if he asks you, are you getting, like, if he's saying, I'm really feeling you. I'm really feeling tonight. I really don't want the night to end right now.
Okay, that's okay. Asking.
That's what I'm saying. So he's allowed to say that without you getting upset.
Yeah, he can say that without me getting upset.
But if he just showed up with the key, like, haha.
No, because we ain't even going on a date. That was the beginning and the end of our date. That's it. We good. We not doing that. Nope. Sorry, not happening. Wrong female. All right, Dorian says, it's to me, according to the people and the chemistry between one another, most people wouldn't believe in things like that. But it's natural to me because we were created to be fruitful unto the world, bring its own rules and matters. But today I really say all right, Dorian. I kind of got you, but I kind of didn't get you. Um, because yeah, I kind of got you, but I didn't. I don't get you. Most people won't believe in things like that, but truth is natural to me because we are created to be. Yes, we are created to be fruitful, but not fruitful on the first night.
Well, sex isn't being fruitful.
Listen.
Sex isn't considered being fruitful.
If the raw piece of issues, because I just hope people use protection if you're gonna do that on the first night, like, because you really is having sex with somebody you don't know.
Right.
So you want to bang it out. Make sure you bang it out with some protection.
Well, that should go on the first night or the 10th night or the 30th night or the 150th night. You still should be using protection, especially if that person is not somebody you're married to or committed to. No, period, married to. Not even married to, because in this day and time, just use protection.
It's good for drama. It's sometimes, but I don't know. For me, I don't know. I can't see myself having sex with somebody in the first night. Like I said, I've never done it, but to each his own. Because I watch. I think I watch too much TV, so you might get the goods and the same again, and then you got a stalker on your hands. So,
Lord, she's saying that she's saying that that her junk is underlined in gold. It's underlined in gold, dipped in chocolate, chocolate dipped golden. Your life is never going to be the same.
Listen, I never said there was such thing, but I'm saying you do have men that get hooked. They want to get stalkerish. Like, yo, bruh, leave me alone. Just leave it be. But everybody knows a little stigma to it, because do females, like, I don't know if Kendra and Ivory or whatever, for females, do you feel like that man is going to look at you differently because you decided to have sex with him on the first night? Because that's an icky feeling to sit up there and have sex with somebody on the first night, and then you don't even get a phone call that night or the next day. You got to feel some type of way about it.
So the expectation is that there should be a phone call that happens after the intercourse.
Well, I would hope so. Unless you planned it out just to be a one night stand.
So you talking? So all right. So let's say y'all met up, y'all spoke, y'all bangity banged out. He spoke to you that night. He's like, listen, it was a good time. I really enjoyed spending that time with you. The sex was amazing. I hope you enjoyed it too. I'm very looking forward for that next time that we can get together. And y'all hang up the phone, I made it home safe. You say I made it home safe. He says good. Y'all sit on the phone for another hour or so talking or whatever. And then he said, you know what? Y'all say y'all goodbyes. And he said, I will talk to you at another date. You're expecting a phone call that next day?
The next, at least within that week.
Okay. I can see in the week, but I think the calling that next day is being thirsty.
Why?
Because it is, especially after you got the goody goods. You calling the next day means that you thirsty. Like, you like, hey girl, I just want to make sure you didn't regret doing it, because I'm definitely coming back for seconds.
So therefore, if you didn't get the goodies, and we just went on a date, and you dropped me off home or whatever the situation may be, you mean to tell me you won't call me the next day?
No.
Why?
Because that's thirsty. I think you need to simmer in the awesomeness that I am. How great of a date we had, and then let me simmer in the awesomeness that you had, and say, what a great date we had together, and then maybe in a day or two call and say, hey girl, I really had a good time the other night. I think that
Ivy, what's the wow for?
like I don't think it's so. I think it's a little thirsty to be like right on the phone, like especially like after the date. If I speak to you, especially if I spoke to you after the date. If after the date I dropped you off at the house, I call you and we're talking, and then we end our night with a have a good night. It was a good time. I look forward to doing it again. Then I don't think I don't think I should call you the next day because I think that's being thirsty. I think I need to give you some space for you to realize, okay, was this worth my time or not? But that's just me as a dude. That's just me. That's my own personal.
Got it. Because I'm gonna tell me about. I don't think, but me personally, I don't think that that's being thirsty, because you calling that person the next day. Like we just, you know what I'm saying? We just did whatever we did, and you gonna call me like 5 days after the fact? Nah, bro.
Not 5 days.
I'm thinking,
not definitely not 5 days. But now, especially now, we're in a different world of technology now. So, are we really having this conversation and talking about text? I mean, calling, or does a text message count?
You could text. You could say something the next day. I mean, like, good Jesus. Because I'll be honest, and and this is just me. If we go on a date and it's our first date and we have sex and the sex is garbage, you don't have to worry about calling me.
But how would they know if it was garbage? You gonna tell them that day? You gonna tell them that moment, like, this was trash?
Because when you call my phone and I don't answer at all, and I'm not answering your text messages, then you gonna know that it was garbage. You better let me get to know who you is first. Because then, if I have sex with you, once I get to know you, ain't it's kind of garbage. I can kind of work with it. But if it's just garbage from the jump, I'm not going to do that.
Wow.
Wow. Like what?
Wow.
Like, wow, what?
Didn't see that coming.
Oh, Ivy said it's about the thirsty part. Not everybody thinks that way. Absolutely, Ivy. Would you be upset if you had sex with someone on the first date and they didn't even bother to shoot you a text message or something? Dormian says it's different from having a motive than to be like we feeling each other. That it's different. That there hits different. I would know if a female want me or not. Absolutely, but that's like it's really a two-way street, because if you, like I said, I'm being honest, if the sex is garbage on the first night, that's just like, you know what, I really don't have to deal with this for the rest of my life. So we gotta cut this shit short. We gotta cut this short. It was nice. And that's the end of it.
She's a beast. But here's the thing. Sexual encounters is so much more stressful on a male than to have to a female. A male has so much more to prove in this thing than a female does. What do you mean, why?
What y'all got to prove?
You over here?
That size matters or size doesn't? What do you have to prove?
No, I'm just saying the man has so much more to prove, because y'all just laying there, y'all just receiving, y'all. So he got to make sure that his pumps are premium pumps. That he just.
Where do you get that women just lay there? Women got something to prove.
Y'all ain't got nothing to prove.
Cause nobody.
Y'all don't have nothing to prove, because it's just an honor for y'all to even for this position for this to even be happening.
Wow.
So you come and prove to me that this is worth my time. Prove to me that I could have just took the dinner and went on home.
Proof is in the pudding. I bet you just said it's an honor. Listen.
Y'all just lay there like, come and give it to me, and it better be good.
Oh, really?
Y'all
We
not.
just lay there. We don't
No,
move.
y'all can move and do whatever,
We don't do nothing. We take it. Just lay there and
but
take
the
it.
stress is more on the man than the female. The female could do whatever she could choose to lay there, or she could choose to put it back on him. But it's her choice. If she say, "Well, I just want to see what this dude is working with," then that's what she's going to do. The dude is not going to go home.
Thank you.
I'm
Yes.
not. I say you have the choice, Ivory.
Just lays there.
No,
Yeah,
I say you have the choice.
Women got something to prove too.
No,
we
y'all
got to
don't
be
got
just
nothing
as
to prove.
comfortable. Yes, we do. We have to be just as comfortable to have sex with you, just as well as y'all have to be comfortable to have sex with us.
No.
Only, like I said, the only thing that y'all trying to prove is y'all trying to make sure if your size isn't what you know it is, and we look at it like, okay, little Peter Potter.
Not little Peter.
Let's see what he working with.
Hey, little guy.
I'm just saying, because you know, everybody is sized
Oh,
differently.
Cat is a beast right now. Cat is a beast right now. She said little Peter Potter. Oh, man.
I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? You already know from the door that if you got a little Peter Potter. So you better know how to work what you got. I'm just saying. That's it. That's all. That's your only stress. Is she gonna care?
No.
And it ain't as big as she thought it was.
Well, number one, you should just be honest. You should just come out and tell her so she don't set herself up for heartbreak.
You know, because I'm telling you, sometimes women suit themselves up. You see this man or whatever, and you just think he just hanging long, and then
He come up short.
he hanging short. He coming up real short. So it's like, okay, I misjudged this whole situation.
I didn't see this coming.
At all. So, Houston, we have a problem. I'm just saying, you know. And then you just got, you got to be one really nice guy on the first date. So number one, have a little Peter Potter and garbage sex for a woman to be like, you know what? Let me give dude a chance to let's see if he got a good personality.
Really? Jeez.
Listen.
You
just
bugging.
saying.
You straight bugging. You gotta have a good personality.
Not really.
Yeah, you do.
No, not
Because-
really. I don't have to have a great.
Yes, you do, because padded bras padded bras and those little waist trainers do numbers, and y'all know it. So y'all got your little waist trainers, got y'all little back snatched back, but your butt snatched out, and then
Whatever. What you see is what you shall get. But I'm just saying. Let's just keep it 100. If you're gonna have sex on the first date, yo, come correct. Do not be that brother. Just don't.
that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm talking about. So if you having sex on the first date, you gotta have to pull out A game. You gotta put out the best A game you got. You gotta pull stuff
Listen.
out from.
If you got a little Peter Potter and you don't know how to work
I
a little
need you-
Peter Potter,
I need you to
better
stop.
have a hell of a mouth game, okay?
I need you to
better
stop.
have something that this girl is gonna answer your call the next day. And I'm not saying it's just a little Peter Potter. If you can have something down there and still don't know what you're doing, but when you're messing up somebody's expectations of what they thought they was gonna get. So everything can't be garbage. You have to be able to satisfy her one way or another.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
So what you just did is threw more stress onto the first date. That's what you just did.
add. I ain't add no stress. You added your own stress because you already knew what you was coming with on this first date. So when you decided to have the balls to say, I don't want the night to end, you better come correct. Or just don't come at all. So you men better think twice. Because sometimes these women be out here just boosting your heads up thinking y'all giving them something good and they just like you for your personality.
Oh Lord, April in the building. What she say? You ain't got to be short in height to have a Napoleon complex. Really, April?
And that's what I'm trying to
not
tell
you too.
him.
Not you too.
She said we don't want to embarrass you, but won't return the call. I want both. Can't have one without the other.
What do you mean? What you mean? I can't. You want both? Can't have one without the other.
Like you gotta have a good head game, and you gotta have a good game. I'm not gonna say it. Seriously, leave it at court. You don't take me out to dinner.
Oh, wow.
I hear that.
April, really?
I know that's
right. April is on fire tonight. With
I know that's right. But seriously, if that's y'all men always trying to put something out like not men, but the stigma of it is that when you have sex on a first date with somebody, the woman always get the bad rap because I do not know. Because it's actually two people engaging in that activity.
Right.
So, and then y'all have stress. Whatever. You have no stress. You have no stress. Then y'all want to go back to your boys and be like, yeah, I got the draws. No.
But that's the difference because the boys don't care. It's the girls. The girls care. The boys don't care. The boys come back like, yo, I smashed. The boys not gonna ask you, was it good? They just gonna be like, alright, he smashed. That's my dog. That's all we care about. We ain't gonna talk about like yo.
If that's not good, we gonna talk
like,
about
yo,
you.
how long did it go? How long did it go for? Like,
I love ocean. Size don't matter if you know how to work it. Absolutely, but that's what I'm saying. Men, they want to have this. You want to have sex on the first date, but know what you coming with when you decide to have sex with me on the first date, because you will not get a call back at all. Don't call my phone. Don't text my phone. I am not responding. As a matter of fact, I am blocking you as soon as I get home.
Most dudes, they won't even care about the call back unless they really liked you.
They're gonna want the call back.
Excuse me. Squeeze. I stand corrected. I stand corrected. But most dudes, they don't care about the callback. They don't care about the callback. They care less. Once they bust that first time.
If they can, because it might not even get that far if Peter Potter can't work it. It has to be able to stay in. It has to be able to stay in. I think being a black woman going after a black man, we take your ego, pride, blindness into thought and think it's big. We do. And we shouldn't. We really do. We do. We this.
See, she even said it. She said, hell no. Because they got it already. They don't care about that. They don't care about the callback. If you erase their number, whatever. They see you on the street, that's when they're going, like, they see you running to you again, then they're going to be like, yo, what happened? Why ain't you get a phone call? Like, you ain't called me back, dag, yo. But they not beat. They just running back into you, hoping to get a second chance. Of course they're going to want it again, but they're not going to sit there. You want her to do, if you want her to do, you hurt him more with him sending you a dick pic and you not replying than you would because he didn't get a phone call after he hit. That's just what it is.
Wait a second. Oh, I'm about to say, I'm sorry, Robert. Sorry.
Huh?
Thinking. Dorian says worldly thinking is confusing. April, I'm sorry, that's the only word I could think of. Peter Weeder. That's the only word I could
Is she
think
laughing because
of.
you said Peter Weeder, or she just saying,
No.
or is she
She
saying that she's agreeing
like,
with you, like, because you said if you get that nut, like he won't get that nut because his Peter Weeder ain't.
I'm just saying, when you got a Peter Weeder, you gotta make sure that it stays in. That's it. Eddie. You gotta. Dorian says you gotta from the inside, and that's what I'm talking about. You can't really feel inside if you have a Peter Weeder. Sorry.
No, he's not talking about that. He said worldly thinking
No.
is confusing. You trying to flip it. You bugging.
No.
He said you gotta feel in touch from the inside. Like with your words and with your thoughts and your thoughtfulness. Because he's absolutely right. Sex.
I'm being playful.
If sex was a big deal, then it wouldn't have been. If sex was the biggest deal, then biblically we wouldn't be asked to be in the confines of a marriage before having it. Because if you're married, you're stuck with that Peter Weeder for the rest of your life. If you do it according to biblical standards, you're stuck with that Peter Weeder for the rest of your life. Open at night, he come home, y'all go home from the wedding, and he open up the package, and you realize that it didn't come from Amazon, it came from Wish. But that's your
refund.
That's your purchase for the rest of your life. So biblically it was more about, as Dorian was saying, it was more about you having a emotional ties to each other. You feeling and loving each other and being down with each other emotionally, so that when you do come to the physical part, because the love and the emotion is there, that the quote unquote Peter Weeder won't matter.
That's what I said earlier.
No.
I did not say that earlier. This my exact words was, your best bet is, if you got a little Peter Weeder, do not do that first date. Yo, let's get to know each other first. Because once I find out, then I'm not going to really care that it ain't as big as I thought it was. I'm not going to care because I know you. If you want to bring it out on the first night, then yo, let the chips fall where they may. Because you might get your fellas hurt. If I had a little Peter and stimulate her mind, her actions would be different to Peter because Peter is bigger.
Right. He dropping, you dropping some science there, sir.
That is true, Dorian.
That's that.
But
oh Lord, here we go.
We're talking about the first date. And I want to know how much are you going to stimulate my mind on the first date.
Well, it depends. Like I said, it's hard to get a first date nowadays. So now you find people, back in the day, you meet somebody and you say, hey, I would love to.
How are you going to stimulate my mind on day one?
Huh?
Day one.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's harder to get, like, out there in the check-in. Let us know, how many days do you go along talking to somebody before you'll actually agree on going out on a date? Like, because sometimes you're talking for somebody about a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks before you can actually have a date.
Not all the time. Not all the time.
Well, I don't know. I've been out of the game for too long, so I don't know.
I'm just saying, sometimes you start talking to dude, a day or two later, it's like, yo, you want to go out to eat, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And boom, there y'all is on your first date like 2-3 days later. So it ain't really no time limit on when you go out on your first date.
I need at least a week.
You said nah.
I need to know who I'm going out with.
Go out on the first date.
I need to know who I'm going out with. I need some days so when I put your background check in, when I run your social security number, I need to get that stuff in. And I know it takes 3 to 5 business days. So I'm gonna need at least 3 to 5 business days of us talking before I can say, you know what?
Well, for female, it only take us 24 hours to find out everything about it. So, because we females, we gonna find out.
Lord Jesus. 3 to 5 business days. That's what I think you need. 3 to 5 business days. You got to be careful out here. Well, like I said, now because of COVID, if we going on a date, then we might as well. If we're going on a date post COVID, then we might as well just sex on the first date is a guarantee. Period. It need to be, because if I'm out here risking my life to take you to dinner,
that is your choice if you decide to risk your life to take me out if I got COVID or not. So that's not you. That is your
if I'm
choice.
out here risking my life to take you out to dinner, let's cut to the chase.
Let's just get down with it.
Oh, Durian got all the words.
Dorian says, beautiful. Believe it or not. Thank you for calling me beautiful, Dorian.
How you know you weren't talking about me?
It is very possible. I'm about to kick you off, Derek.
Just joking, brother. Just joking.
If a person can use big words in order of understanding, it shortens the combo. If saying that, you're absolutely correct.
He's dropping it.
But
He's dropping that knowledge.
That still is not going to guarantee sex. It might get me a little stimulated in other places, but that still don't mean you got to have sex on the first night, on the first day. It really does. And what really is it that a person is giving you good conversation that makes you not want to end the date? Like, what is it that's want to have sex with somebody on the first date?
You could just...
Is it because I haven't been on the first date in a minute? So what is it? A date sex with somebody that you trying to get to know?
It could just be for a dude. I think it's more. It's a mixture of different things. You could just look darn good. When you up there looking just as yummy as you want to look, he's sitting there looking at you, and you all fine and stuff. Then of course he's gonna knock the one tonight mix. But I think it's a mixture of that along with just good conversation and like y'all feel like y'all been like y'all known each other your whole life. Like it's not just it doesn't feel like it's a first date. Like, yo, I don't really know this person. When you sitting there, you vibing with a person to the point of you understanding, like, yo, how is it that I have not known you all this time? Because I feel completely comfortable with who you are, and I think that has to come down to both parties being okay with just being 100% transparent with each other.
That's true. Okay. No, that's the most sexy sex. It doesn't, but it makes it possible, though. Ivy says, I honestly think a woman will know at the beginning of the day if she wants him or not.
Oh, that's
true.
That's the
That's true. That's the God honest truth. Because I know if my first date was met that man, I'm on it. We ain't even going to dinner. We going straight to the
And then your sons would get
That's
hurt
just
if he came from Wish.com.
yes, the hell it would be.
You be sitting there crying. Like, no,
Yes,
no. It wasn't supposed
but
to be
I
like this.
my eyes.
It wasn't supposed to be like this.
But no, yeah, somebody on the first date doesn't necessarily mean we will do, or we will know, like, yeah, because you know, sometimes you look at a man and you be like, damn, got strong back. You know, I'm just saying. Let's see what he could do. Let's see if he could lift me up. But I read 100%.
Okay,
correct.
so here's a question: what are the if you are being intimate on the first date? What are your inhibitions? Are there any inhibitions once the sexual experience begins? Like, does he have to? Is there things where you saying, "Hold, dog, you like we having sex, but you ain't got to be doing all like now you're asking for too much, or now you expecting too much, or is it or is all rules apply?" That goes for that's what
Wait, say that again, Derek.
I said. What are the rules once the sexual experience is begun? Is there any inhibitions, or is there any things where you saying, "Hold, huh?"
You saying, is there any
No
expectations?
inhibitions. Like, is there any things where you saying, hold on, like, no, now we moving way too fast to be doing this, or the no holds bar is free.
No.
It's a free for all once the sexual experience starts.
It's a free for all. No holds bar. Don't leave. Don't leave no surprises for later.
So he's diving into every crevice possible, and you just sit there like, all right, you better go for what you need to go for, buddy. If you only
Yeah, go for what? Yeah.
if you only
You trying to dig
oh man. Oh man. So what if you met some freak dude that like got toys and everything else? Like he pull out everything. Or is that grossing y'all out, or y'all there for the trip?
Who don't like to
I don't
play
know.
with
That's what I'm
toys?
asking. I don't know. I've been out the game way too long, so I don't know nothing about any of this stuff. So I don't know.
Really? Really?
I'm asking questions now.
If you're married or not, you still know how to have sex.
No,
Okay.
of course, but you don't know. Like I'm that dude. I'm that dude that still think when you go on a date that you supposed to pick them up and bring flowers.
You can still do
Nah, I
that.
heard that's not even done anymore. I heard that y'all both meet at a certain spot. That you're supposed to just meet. You're supposed to meet at a designated area. It's not him or her come to your house, picking you up, got flowers.
Well, that's if you don't know that person. Because if I'm going on a date with you and I will meet you wherever we supposed to have dinner or whatever. You will not know where I live. Peeking through my damn bushes. No, thank you. No, you is not. No, nope. Dorian said you said you wouldn't. Dorian, I don't know because I've never had sex on the first date. I'm just engaging the conversation, and if I'm just saying what I probably would do if I did have sex on the first date, but I've never had sex on the first date. I'm just bringing
Okay,
out.
so Here's my last question. Um, are you upset? Are are you upset, or are you going with it? So y'all say you both say you're gonna meet at a designated place, right? You pull up, and when you pull up to the place that y'all designate to meet at is a hotel. Are you going in to see what is going on?
Is it a restaurant in this hotel?
I don't know. Like,
If it ain't if it ain't a restaurant in the hotel, then there's no reason for us to be meeting at a
yeah, but that's
hotel.
what I'm saying. So what if he had already planned this whole intimate, beautiful event, candlelight dinner, all the rest of that good stuff, but it just happened to be at a hotel because he wanted a more private, intimate setting. Is that okay, or is that a
No,
no?
no, that is not okay. How well do I know you? That's the first question. Is this? Did I talk to you for 2 days, or did I talk to you for 2 weeks, or did I talk to you for a month before you talk about something you want a personal, intimate dinner in a hotel?
So
No.
how long does he need to talk to you
Mm-mm. I need to
before that becomes okay?
know, identify you if I come up missing.
So how long do you have to talk to him for that? Come on, ladies, to check in. Let me know how long of a conversation do you
Knowing
need to have? How
what
long
me
have you had to been building a relationship
to
with
have
this
an
person?
intimate dinner with somebody,
Huh?
to have an intimate, private
Right.
dinner at a hotel.
Let's take sex completely out the picture. He's not even thinking about sex. It just happened to be a bed in the room, but he's not thinking about sex. He just wanted a more intimate setting where it could just be you and him. He got people there, that's catering the event. He got people he got somebody being a waiter, so it's not something where it's like nasty, where it's just you and him, and he's expecting, hey, let's hop over to bed. But he's just saying, I just want a private, intimate a moment with you, without everybody else being around. Are you upset about it, or are you saying, oh, this is cute, this is nice, this is romantic?
All right, that's cute, but that has to be kind of you. That has to be said or known that we doing something in a hotel
So he
or
can't surprise
whatever.
you.
Like we're gonna have dinner, private
But
dinner in a
but
hotel.
what if he wanted to surprise you? What if he wanted to show you that he really put a lot of thought into this? Are you? But you won't even make it.
In the back, I'm thinking other things in the back of my
Okay, so
head.
you're not even making it upstairs. You pull up and you see that it says the loop on the outside, and you're gonna keep driving.
And you thinking me out.
Well, you know the loop. The loop got a personal swimming pool. So if he want to take you swimming, he want to take you swimming.
The
There.
loop in the pool. What?
They have a swimming pool. They have personal swimming pools in the room.
That's
So he
nice.
want to take you swimming afterwards. I don't know. I'm just asking.
I heard too many things about the loop. Ivy says the gesture is nice, but that has to be discussed, especially for a first date. Absolutely.
Okay, so he can't surprise you on the
I'm
first date with
I'm with
that.
Ivory. Like ain't no you ain't surprising me in the first date at nobody hotel. It's nice, but like I said, you gotta let me know that, bro.
But
Because in the back of my head, I'm gonna be thinking I'm gonna have to stab this.
so so Ivory, are you making it
No.
upstairs to even see what he has what he already planned for you, or are you just going to keep driving because he had the nerve to have this at a hotel and didn't talk to you about it? We already know Kat is not. She's not even getting out the car. He gonna have to coax her out the car. He's like, listen, it's not like that. I just need you to come upstairs.
No,
April.
he gotta come downstairs.
April. Okay, so your first date, the guy says he wants to have an intimate moment with you, not sexual. He just wants to surprise you with a really nice evening. So he gives you the address of where he wants y'all to meet. You pull up and it's a hotel. Now he has had it catered. He got the nice little romantic candlelight. He got a band. He done went all for it because he wanted this to be the dope first night, the first time date y'all have. Are you going upstairs to check out what it is, or are you pulling off and call him in the car and cursing him out because he thought that you must be some type of hoe that he could get you at a hotel?
Ivy with no. Ivy says she driving north. Ivy, that's why we cousins. That's exactly why we cousins.
So he has to. So are you going to call him first before you drive off, Ivory? Because that's kind of messed up. That's a lot of money he put into that night.
Just said, yo, homeboy got to come downstairs because we got to have a conversation. Like, yo, bro, for real.
Like he got to FaceTime you and say, see, look, people here. I don't want you to think I'm trying to have sex with you.
I think that's, but I kind of think that's kind of, it's a nice gesture for somebody that you know and you with, and you surprising them like that. It ain't no nice gesture to me when you doing that on the first date. Like, nah, unless we discuss that, no go for me.
So how long how long does it have to be before he can surprise you like that?
I don't know, but not the first date.
Come on, Ivory. Come on, April. Let me know how long. How long does the guy have to wait before he can start surprising you with those kind of thoughtful things without y'all jumping to, oh, he think he about to get some butt? Because every guy's not thinking, yo, I'm getting butt the first night. Some guys really put thought into that first date because they want that first date to be an experience.
Yeah, but you could do a first date without what?
Right, but that's what I'm saying. If he wanted to be an experience, and that's the experience that he went for.
Okay, so why you can do that same experience at a restaurant?
April said he has to
get a private room.
April said he has to feel comfortable with you to go to those lengths.
Exactly. That's what I said. That's
but he has to feel comfortable with you. But do you feel comfortable with him? You didn't answer my question, April. Are you going upstairs or are you pulling off and cursing him out because you think?
She said no, not on the first.
Not date. No first date. But what if he really likes you and he really was just trying to give you an experience?
It doesn't matter, not the first date,
but
Derek.
I get that. I get the first date, okay, but that wasn't.
Let's not do it for homeboy and his romance.
No, I get the first. I get you said that it wasn't the first date. I said how long before a man can start treating you like that, without without females jumping on the defense of saying, oh, he's just trying to get some butt.
I don't know. Maybe
after he got butt.
I don't know. Maybe a month and a half, 2 months. How about the 3 month rule?
What's the 3 month rule? Nobody don't do no 3 month rule.
You know.
So he can do it after he gets the butt. Because after he get the butt, then then it's not a big deal, right?
If he still want to do that after you have sex with him, then so be it. After that, everybody should be
right. That's what I'm saying. So after he after he's actually got the Action Jackson, he can start doing that stuff, right? Or you still gonna have a problem thinking. April, Ivory said, "Yo." Yo, see, I don't know. After he get the butt. Yo, I read crazy.
All he has to do is keep her comfortable by good excitement and laughter.
I didn't hear that. Why are you reading that to yourself?
That's true. Ma'am? Dorian says, nice, small, simple things. A person will please them with pleasure. All he has to do is keep
her comfortable
and laughter.
Right.
Yeah, but the thing is, you got to get the girl upstairs to something, to what he's saying. I'm not going upstairs to hotel room on the first date and not really even know you and be like, that's okay, because you're gonna mess around, I'm gonna mace you. Well, it's gonna be an issue because I'm gonna feel some type of way. I'm not gonna feel comfortable because I don't know you like that.
Oh, April dropping.
Now, now you making me feel like I'm in an episode of Criminal Minds or something. He can get the butt the first night. 3 months, a year later, he'll leave when he leaves. Sex doesn't keep him in, but it will make him come back.
And she already got a like. So who like that? Ivory. Ivory's the thug.
I don't know.
Ivory's the thug.
But I agree with April on that.
How you gonna say you agree with her, but you just said never mind?
No, I'm saying I agree with her on that. Whether it doesn't matter whether you give it to him on the first 3 months, a year, whatever. Sex doesn't
right.
a man, but it will make his ass come back. That's why I said what I said. You gonna want that pull back.
It don't do the same. But it don't do the same for a female. Sex don't do nothing for a female, but make her say if he's worth getting a second date or not.
But sometimes it could be a mutual thing. Y'all could both just want it on the first date,
right?
Or whatever. Y'all could just, it could be just a simple phone call and be like, listen, I ain't looking for no relationships. I ain't looking for nothing. It's a hit or miss. That's it. And y'all go on about your business. You know what I'm saying? Could be a possibility. Or you could have went on a date, y'all had some good conversation, didn't want it to end, boom, bada bing. There you go. Now where do we go from here?
Good stuff. Where do we go from here?
After you get the butt, where do you go? Do you want to go on another date?
Dorian said if a woman wanted to give
what
it up.
What do you want to do afterwards?
Dorian said if a woman wanted to give it up on the first date, first day is a turn off to him.
Why, Dorian? Why is it a turn off?
April is in the building.
April said, but you'll still probably take it and go shaking my head here. But Dorian, why is it a turn off to you if a woman wants to have sex with you on the first day? On the first date.
That's a scare.
But why?
Because most men look at it. Most men look at it as if I'm not the first person that she's offering that to. Like if
it's on you.
So a lot of men said, "Well, she gave it to me on the first date. Who else did she give it to on the first date?"
But that doesn't.
But I think it comes down to.
They don't mean she had.
I think it comes down to how the situation is playing out, how the date is playing out. Now, if y'all feeling each other and y'all really vibing and y'all really having a good time, then if she's saying, "Hey, I definitely want to smash," then I can understand that. Now, if y'all just having a horrible date and y'all not talking and she just looking at you like, "Can we just get out of here?" Now you can say, "Hold on," like, all right, maybe I'm nothing special. But if y'all having a moment, then I think it's different.
Okay, Dorian, so you said that for you, it's unusual for you. So, if a woman wanted to have sex with you on the first date, would you still have sex with her on the first date? If she wanted it, would you still have sex with her? That's my question.
Yes.
Because what?
Oh, you asked the Dorian, because I'll tell you right now, yes, I'm not. If I'm available, if I'm available for some goody goods.
You have heard what the nigga say. Hey,
I'm there for the goody goods.
What's the difference? You gotta explain it. If a woman wants to have sex with you on the first, it would be unusual for you, but would you do it? If she wanted it, would you give it to her? Because hell, at the end of the day, if a woman want whatever a woman want, a woman's gonna get.
Right. So I guess it comes down to if he got a Peter Weeder or if he got a Mandingo.
It is according to how we both are on the inside. Other than that, no.
I get that. He's saying more like if, like I said, if they vibing and they having a good time, how they feel with each other, then yeah, he would. But if it's just a random, y'all not vibing, y'all not having a good conversation, y'all not doing nothing, and she just like, can we get out of here? Then he's like, nah, I'm good.
But that's kind of like for me, that's like kind of contradicting him, saying if a woman wants to give it up to him on the first day, it's a turn off to him. But yeah, if you're vibing with her, then it's okay to do it.
I think it comes down. It really comes down to the gentleman. I think if I didn't want to do it, first of all, I think that the female will find that sexier than me giving it to her. So if I'm really vibing with you and I'm really enjoying your company, and then you like, all right, let's have sex, I'm like, nah, let's hold off because I really want to get to know you a little bit better. I think a female can respect that and find that a little more sexier than if I just like, hey, come get this dick. Like, it's not. I think you're doing something different than what she's expecting from a man, and I think then she will find that sexier or more intriguing.
Okay. Yeah, because men play mind games too. Y'all think y'all running game, but y'all really
We don't run game. I tell you right now, I don't have game to run.
Y'all run game. Y'all run game. Y'all be sitting up here trying to feed them, trying little tidbits, trying to let that woman know everything that she wants to hear. Like, yeah, because I'm setting her up. I'm getting her wet today.
No. Like, I'm telling you.
Yes,
I'm telling you from Derek. I'm telling you from Deacon Comedy.
100.
Deacon.
Stop it,
Deacon Comedy. I'm telling you, I absolutely.
You are not the first.
No, I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I'm speaking for. That's why I say I'm speaking for Deacon Comedy. For Deacon Comedy, Derek Watson. There's no game. Like, I'm telling you how. I'm telling you what's what. What you see is what you get. I'm putting it out there. I'm telling you what to expect, what not to expect. I'm telling you if I call you and say, hey, I was thinking about you, it was because I was thinking about you. If I text you and say it's not game, it's just what it was.
Deacon is pleading his case, y'all, because we about to let y'all know. I am not him.
That's not me. I'm not that dude.
I am not him. I am not going to run game by you to get the draw.
I ain't got time for it. There's no time to be running game to be getting nothing. There's no time for that.
You can trust the deacon. You can trust the deacon. Hallelujah.
There's no time for any of that whatsoever. Like, nah, we good. You ain't gonna have me all stressed out trying to remember what I said. Like, but you said you missed me. I did. When did I say that? Nobody got time for that. Like, if I didn't miss you, if I didn't miss you, I'm not gonna tell you I missed you because I don't want you thinking. I don't want you thinking anything less.
Chemistry, comfortability, vibes, sex appeal, energy is very important in these types of decisions. Absolutely. You're not gonna sit there and have sex with a dud on the first night. I would hope not, because that's when you really get Mr. Peter Weeder.
Oh,
so yes, that is very important.
Peter Weeder is back. Mr. Peter Weeder is back in the building.
You know what I'm saying? It's always those ones with that real good personality, keep you laughing, and then
right, Dorian. Boom. Exactly, sir.
Be like, damn it, I knew it.
Exactly, sir. Thank you. He is absolutely right. Good men are bad because bad men stole our ways, and now we all bad. Bad men caught on. They say, you know what? That works.
All right. The men have joined together. Men united.
He is absolutely correct. And now y'all think everything is game when it's not. Everything is just what it is. Why can't we just put it all out on the table and be adults?
I just, all right, Deacon, we heard you. You pleaded your case. So now everybody know that when the Deacon coming for you, he is telling you real talk. He is not running no game on y'all. Okay? So when y'all hit that inbox and he like, giving y'all the whatever,
No, thank you.
it's the truth.
I'm not interested in the inbox. No inboxes, please. Got enough going on in my life. No, please keep your inboxes to yourself.
The Deacon is 100% honest. He is the Deacon. He gonna pray.
I'm not
with
100%
you, okay?
honest, but I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you what's what. I don't got time for the games.
That's what he's saying, y'all. But let's. I don't know. Something behind that small Deacon.
I don't know what you talking
Yeah. Sounds hella choppy. Oh, April say you sound choppy.
How you wait to the end of the show? How you wait to the end of the show to say?
We didn't do anything, Dorian.
Y'all did.
I'm just saying that
we talked about that last week.
I'm just putting it in a. I'm just making a observation that men like to run game, thinking they filling these women heads up. They want to hear, and women don't recognize game when game is being, and sometimes we don't. So you got to kind of be careful when you're trying to spit that game to get the draws on the first date. Be very, very careful, because we ain't stupid either.
You're absolutely right about that. Y'all not.
So trust me, if you do get it, and you think it's the game that you spit is not, it's just that we wanted it to.
That's how I always think. I always think that. I never think it's anything but you got what you wanted.
You got confidence sometimes. You don't want to knock his confidence, and he think that he got game among game, and I'm telling you, no, it's not. We peeped that a long time ago. It's just that we wanted it, so we want to see if you got a Peter Weeder, or if you got a donkey.
Here we go.
Like, it is what it is, isn't it? I'm just saying.
I think women need to be honest with men in the first place. I said men need to be women. Women need to be men. Women need to be honest with men. Period. Because some men don't know they got a Peter Weeder. Some men have no idea they got a, because they're not walking around looking at other men's penises to do comparison. So,
and that's what I just said. I said that earlier in the podcast, that some of these women will sit there and they boost these men's egos up to think like that's the best sex they ever had with the Peter Weeder, and it's not. But you don't want to hurt their feelings, because you don't want to mess up that male ego. So you just ride it. But I'm not with you for the Peter Weeder. I'm just with you because you got a good personality. You make me laugh. We good. And you don't know how to work Peter Weeder. Well,
so that's a challenge. You tell me like, hey, the sex is trash. That's a challenge. Now I'm trying to make you change your words. So I'd rather you tell me, hey, this was trash, so I can be like, all right, round two. Let me go get a Gatorade, and I'll be right back.
Some men you got some real sensitive men out here. You know what I'm saying? So, and you just make them feel good about themselves and say, whenever y'all do break up, because it may not last. That next chick, I hope she likes it.
I'm done. This was a great show. We're done now.
I'm gonna pray for you, sis. I'm gonna pray for you.
With that being said, just close the night out. We're done. Done with this conversation.
All right, we have come to our end of our hour of Kandid Konversations. Today was a very good night. We had a lot of laughs. Okay, and I guess the main observation of all of this is, if you're gonna have sex on the first night, please know how to work your feet.
Really, I thought you was gonna drop something deep. Now,
Derek, do you have anything to say?
no, I don't. I just thought you was gonna drop something deep. Like, if this is what you want to do, use protection, practice safety. You know, make sure. Like, you went right back to Peter Weeder. I'm done. No, we good.
I know you did. You thought I was gonna get into my my
Right.
golden moment. No, not tonight. It was too much fun. But Deacon, come on now, give us something good to end the show with, because I'm full of jokes right now.
Listen, your life is your life. Your choice is your choice. Whatever you decide to do with your life, if it makes you happy, go on with it. God bless you.
Hallelujah. And women, let's start telling these men that got these little Peter Weedies the truth.
I can't with this one.
Yo, y'all, thank y'all for joining us. I love y'all. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you like and subscribe on Instagram. Sorry, I did it wrong. Like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram and like us on Facebook. And we will be on Derek Station
Yep.
Head.
Just another platform that will be you can find us on. Download the Station Head app, and you can catch Kandid Konversations same time on the same platform. Just another place you can catch it on. So if you out in the street and you can't get on live, you can open up the Station Head app and hear us live right there.
So I just want to say thank you to everybody that, comes and helps us out every Tuesday at 8 o'clock. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. Keep supporting us. Keep us in your prayers. Keep with the blessings. Peace. Love.